Hello and welcome back to Starfield 2026. This is a New Game Plus playthrough, so many spoilers abound. You've been warned. We are in the Shattered Space DLC, where I am now working on their main plot line. I've been dispatching side quests as they come up, just in case things change, and now we are at the point where we are speaking to Anaza about something called the Other Side.
I have seen visions of Anasko, searching for one bold enough to enter the heart of the vortex. And now that you are here, I know your arrival was no accident, but rather providence.
So I'm walking the line here between the outsider that is an unbeliever, possibly doesn't have a whole lot of respect for religion, somewhere between there and the absolute fanatic convert. I need to be in the middle there. So I will be probably following her advice. It struck me as I was starting this up that I've always gone into this cave. There's actually a choice here, I think. I'm not sure because I've never chosen not to. Let's see.
And yet, you crossed paths with the Oracle and found our city hidden among the stars. The Great Serpent drew a path for you, trickles of the greater plan drawing you here. But rest assured, all will be revealed when you journey north. At the edge of the crater, you will find a cave carved by the anomaly. There, you will make contact with Anasko Varun.
It would be unwise to ignore the Herald's counsel.
It is as the Great Serpent foretold. In my visions, I witnessed two futures. In the first, you breached the scaled citadel, but found Anasko had sunk too far into the void. And in time, all of Dazra was consumed along with him. Indeed, but there is another path. In the second future, I saw you make contact with Anasko, entering a cave through a formless wall. At its terminus was a gate, a path into the realm where our speaker resides. You stepped into this void, and in that moment, something changed. The false future rewritten.
Roughly speaking, it could be that entering the vortex directly would allow you to speak with him. And while my readings do not show any anomalous activity, I admit there's a lot of interference. Still, that only emphasizes the potential danger involved here. I cannot approve of such an excursion on the minute chance Anasko is present.
I'm going to go with the faith here. Like I said, I think we might be able to avoid going into the cave, but I've never tried.
I am no heretic, but to risk so much on a vision, it is a leap of faith I cannot condone. I will not stand in your way, however, as Anaza has stood in ours.
You may not realize it now, dear brother, but our goals are one and the same. Then you must embark to the northern edge of the crater. You will find an entrance there, one that has no form. Step through it, find Anasko, and complete the vision. Only then will his voice be heard.
Okay, so we are headed for the cave. I'm going to have phased time on cue so that we can shoot up anything that we see that we need to. We have our sniper rifle, and we have our mag thingy here, and we've got a second one here, which is, I think this one is not quite as heavy duty. And we've got these two guys, which also throw out a storm of stuff. And the sniper on there. There we go. So we're going to start out with this guy active. We need to make our way down to the cave, following these dots to get through all this maze-like stuff. Easy to get lost up there. Okay, so now we're headed way around there. So we're going to be going around this guy. And we might as well go the way they recommend, which is around to the left. So these bubbles are nothing more than zero gravity. We're not taking damage or anything, we're not losing atmosphere or anything, it's just zero gravity. Okay, so saw one appear and disappear, which means it's probably going to appear next to us in a moment. That's what they do. When they see you, they disappear and they reappear near you, often on one side of you or behind you. We do want to loot them because they often have decent weapons. Sometimes better weapons than we have, but definitely weapons that we can sell for more credits. I'm not going to take the time to evaluate the weapons yet. Not unless I see one that looks potentially very interesting.
Winner takes all is the phrase, is it not?
We do want to pick up the vortex shards. If I shot something that's off of my path, I'm not going to worry too much about it. But if it's within close distance, we'll go get it. I suspect that dawdling out here is not a very good idea. I am going to stay stealthy. Okay, now they're beginning to show up. You get a bullet, and you get a bullet, and you get a bullet. Whoops. No, I can't build a base out here. See any more glowy bits? Now, I was puttering around earlier, checking things out. Noticed that if I had been doing crazy things on my GPU before I started the game, the interior of the cave didn't spawn. So, yeah, don't be messing around with your GPU before you start the game.
Fighting alongside you is never dull.
This time it's with a clean boot, so if this time it's junky, I will, well, don't know what I will do. Probably verify the installation or something. So let's make sure everybody's loaded. Okay, drop an auto save out here, a quick save out here. Now let's head into the anomalous cave. Okay, looks good. Yeah, so messing around with your GPU doesn't always leave you in a situation where you can start the game successfully. We're good. I don't think I need to sneak in here. I see footsteps. Those footsteps are going the way the wind is blowing too. So we have a couple of clues pointing us in the right direction. Whoops. Okay, and I was going the wrong direction anyway. This way. Oops, this way. Going up here. This way, I think. There we go.
I speak into this void, and it answers with silence. Have you abandoned me, Great Serpent? Do you not hear my pleas? You understand me? Hear my voice. But I do not know you. I hesitate to ask, but what manner of being are you? Do you truly serve his will?
Ooh, I could lie to him.
Yes. He works through you, and built the path to guide you to me. I have reached out so many times, to hear nothing but echoes. Yet you, an outsider, hear me plain. And for the first time, I hear you. Clearly your arrival here is fated. By stepping into this void, we are now linked. There is still reason to hope. The Great Serpent will see us through. But time is short. The bridge collapses. The gate is still open. The experiment still runs. Find me in the Scaled Citadel. I will wait for you there.
Okay, so we'd head out. Hoping we keep everything on the way out. Phase time ready to go if things get too crazy. Okay. Full health, full ammo. That's not the exit. Do I have arrows pointing to the exit? I do not have arrows pointing to the exit. Great, so we're guessing now, are we? Some people make a kind of a mental map on the way in. And the rest of us just kind of get lost. That wasn't too bad.
Come back, you coward!
Okay, we have another point.
Things I would do if I had power like that.
Oh, and we are running low on ammunition. I need to rethink my idea of using a whole bunch of these same ammo guns. Or I need to go around aggressively buying this ammo at some point. Because you go through it fast when you do use it like this. It is possible that there will be bodies that I shot that were behind me, but I didn't go back and loot. It's not interesting, but useful path. Let's see here. How about that? When I run out of ammo, I will shift it to a different gun. Now, we could have fast traveled back, but what's the fun in that, right? There we go. And we're back. That was quicker than I expected.
Do you seek counsel? You return. What news do you have of Anasko? It was indeed him. There is no question.
Well, it would seem I owe you an apology, sister.
There is no need, brother. Your skepticism only strengthens us.
As you say. But, to the matter at hand, did Anasko mention anything that could aid us in his extraction? Yes, the pinnacle of the Citadel was modified to house the equipment to create a gate to the Vortex. If it still runs, that would explain everything we have experienced since the initial incident.
It is much more than that. Normally when I pray for Anasko's return, I sense he is lost, fading. But when I last prayed to the Great Serpent, I felt Anasko's presence clear and distinct. Even as it receded, I felt him anchored to this world. Yes, there are some who suggest that when Jinan communed with the Great Serpent, a similar bond had been established. I believe the same is true for you and Anasko.
I would need time to attempt a scientific explanation for why or how this happened, but for now, let us assume my sister is correct.
And that is the essence of faith. I do not know what lies ahead. My visions do not go beyond this point. But I do know this link would play a role. In fact, I am certain of it.
Agreed. And with this settled, we can now continue the work of aligning the noble houses. Together, we will find a way to complete the mourning device.
Okay, so that finishes off the other side. Let me make a note of that in my thingy here.
One house aligned, and 2 to go.
Okay, so now we're going to end the recording and we're going to come back and work on the next house, I guess. I'll see you